Chatters, what is good? Today we are finally listening to the Christmas EveL EP by Stray Kids. I'm assuming they say this title in the song, so I would ask what how to say it, but if not, let me know. Let me know how to say it. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna listen to this because it is a Christmas EP. It is in season. It just perfect for the holidays, the winter. So yeah, and I still haven't decided how I really want to go about listening to their music, experience their music. I'm thinking about like a kind of a flip-flop pattern. So what I mean by that is like listening to their most recent EP or album, or just their music, whatever they may drop, and then kind of go back to their older stuff so I can listen to their new stuff so I can relate and understand to a sense what you guys are talking about, and then also go back to the old stuff if you guys happen to talk about it. I can know as well, but then also see how they kind of grown and just their talent has gotten better and better. And so yeah, if you guys like that idea, please do let me know. I still am not like set in stone with how I want to do it, but that's just kind of the way I'm leaning towards for now. And yeah, anyways, if you guys haven't, go watch the guide I just posted. I am gonna watch the 2025 guide, but then I also do plan on watching the 2026, and I'll explain why in the video of the next guide, and then that guide after as well. I will explain why. I think I have good reasoning, and I think you guys will follow. But yeah, anyways, if you guys do enjoy this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm excited for this little Christmas EP. I also have my translated lyrics pulled up for each of these songs. I know the last one's in English, and so, I won't need it for that. But I do have it pulled up on this side, so this is where I'll be looking, and I'll be following along, trying to match up the English sections. Like Jack Frost coming for you with, on screen with my translated lyrics, just so I'm, that much attention. So I'm that attentive and, able to kind of understand the lyrics at the time they're being portrayed. But yeah, like I said, anyways, if you guys do enjoy this video and want more Stray Kids, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And my guide will be out tomorrow. The long guide, it will be out tomorrow. And yeah.
It's Christmas Eve.
밤새 내린 눈은 잠깐만 예뻐. 낭만은 개뿔 눈치 없는 차들 때문에 금방 새까매진 것봐 걷기도 빡세 넌 박보단 개보이 무릎까지 다 젖은 바지 좀 걷다가 낮아 빠짐 특별한 날 특별하게 변질됐지 별일 없고
뒹굴뒹굴뒹굴 다른 덩이만 부었지 어제 만든 사람은 멀쩡할란다
아따가 불어 칼바람에 뼈 칭칭 떠올리는 목소리 컬러풀은 무슨 불안해 안 보여 랩하다 콜록콜록콜록 기침
Jack Frost coming for you Run run 뼈까지 시리게 하는 holiday Silence 특별한 너와 나였는데 어디 그렇게 귀찮았는지 Christmas Eve
Merry Christmas.
Jingle 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 all the way You got me spinning 빙글 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 돌겠네 빙판위 Christmas 슬슬 우렁탕탕 I'll no presents costing up Xmas
추위만 거세져 장작 대신에 gat한다 미끄럼 기덕에 차는 더 much Thank you 다가오라 입김이 나오고 빨개진 코 겹겹이 껴입은 옷만 덮고 뭐가 부끄러서 에이 귀따가 보록 빨개졌네
보시하시는 무슨 눈에 김겼다 나는 퀄리티 굿패스 피가 폭설마저 패딩을 짜내면 놀이트 추우면 춥다고 붙는 쟤네 때문에 눈꼴도 연락은 안 통화 안 오고 대뜸 이벤트 문자만 눈에 담겨
Jack Frost coming for you Run run 뼈까지 시리게 하는 holiday Silence 특별한 너 하나 없는데 어디 그렇게 기다렸는지 Christmas Eve
Merry Christmas.
Jingle 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 all the way You got me spinning bingle 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 돌겠네 빙판위 Christmas 슬슬 우렁탕탕 I'll be no presents costing up Xmas 살금살금 같이 발굴뚝 위로 올라가 살도 좋고 현시자가 Christmas Eve
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. I can feel the evil coming, but Felix never bad.
오늘은 특별한 날 그 누구도 훔칠 수 없어 그림자들이 날 덮쳐
Let me sing a Christmas song.
Feliz Navidad Feliz Navidad
Okay, anyways, that was Christmas EveL, right? I think I'm saying that right now. But yeah, good start. It has all those kind of aspects that I like from Stray Kids, but also, incorporated with the holidays. It has, you hear the sleigh bells right away. But it also kind of has that attitude and fieriness that you know and love from Stray Kids. It gives just a playful kind of Stray Kids way of what I've experienced so far into a Christmas song. It's just chaotic. It feels like Christmas in kind of a like dystopian kind of way, if that makes sense. But not like, I feel like that kind of makes sense. If you understand, you understand what I mean. And the rapping on that just caught me. I mean, the flow in each of the rap kind of sections were just they were all, a little different in their sense, but also, true and flowing and just sounded great. On top of that, just the good hook. The good hook. I mean, the hook literally had me hooked. We're definitely off to a strong start with that. It was nothing shy of my expectations, but also not kind of what I was expecting. Just because I feel like traditional Christmas music, you hear that kind of slowed down, slower pace. And so obviously this is a little different, but like I said, true to Stray Kids fashion. It is definitely true to the Stray Kids way, and what I've experienced so far. And so, the Christmas EveL. Is it poking fun, like a little bit of wordplay at Christmas Evil? They kind of just flip this whole Christmas vibe into something mischievous and fun. It's just kind of them being their, kind of rebellious side. I've seen a little bit of. I feel like that's safe to say, a little bit of rebellious side with their, their mix of chaos into it. So yeah, definitely a strong start. Like I said, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued for what's to come because this wasn't what I was expecting for song one. But anyways, let's get into the next one, 24 to 25.
오늘따라 멈추고 싶은 시간 아무도 모를 단 둘만의 공간 Hey, under the stars Yeah, yeah 24 to 25, babe Just stay with me Let it snow, 눈이 쌓일수록 불안정한 마음 어딜 가지 못하겠단 말에 더 설레는 너와 나 Now I know 가지고 싶은 선물은 이 순간 24 to 25, babe Just stay with me
어김없이 내려치던 눈보라 우리 사이인 지친 하루들 다 털어줄게 now 오늘은 내게 기대 따뜻한 내 품속에 Take a break
I want you to stay for Christmas 아니까 오늘 밤 Stay for Christmas 모든 걸 다 내려놔 Stay for Christmas It's cold outside 내게로 와 24 to 25 babe Just stay with me Yeah 밤새 달리고 싶어 영화 마라톤 과연 보기는 할까 유난히 빛나는 머리 위에 미술도 너무 예쁘다
달달한 향풍기는 분위기 오늘도 간직할래 memory 24 to 25 babe just stay
with me.
Let it snow 눈이 쌓일수록 하얘지는 밤 어딜 가지 못하겠단 말에 또 설레는 너와 나 Now I know 가지고 싶은 선물은 이 순간 Just stay with me
어김없이 내려지던 눈보라 오래 쌓인 지친 하루들 다 털어줄게 now 오늘은 내게 기대 따뜻한 내 품속에 Take a break
I want you to stay for Christmas
Christmas. Okay. Okay, I like that song. See, that is more of a traditional kind of Christmas song to me. I feel like in the instrumental, it wasn't as maybe this is just how I take it personally. I just feel like it wasn't as in spirit, I guess you could say, as the last one. But this, like lyrically, it felt more Christmassy to me, more holiday-y season to me. And I kind of like. I was wondering during the first stay why it was capitalized, and then I got it. I was like, oh, little double entendre. I like that. Obviously, us. I consider myself a stay now, even though I'm a baby. New, very new, very new, very new stay, I would say. But yeah, I noticed that. I was like, huh. I was like, why is that capitalized out of every word? But yeah, it kind of felt like a love letter to stay a little bit, just yeah, I don't know. And then the 24 to 25, I think right, that's talking about, going from Christmas Eve to Christmas, and then, just stay with me for Christmas in season. It kind of gives me the same vibes of like a last Christmas type of song where it's really, emotional and kind of introspective in a way. It's just kind of reassuring to whether it be stay or the person or a person who's listening. Even if you're not, a Stray Kids fan, you could listen to this, and obviously if you understand the lyrics, if you have a translation like I did, you can understand it's kind of like a "we want you here, you're not alone, we'll be with you from the 24th to the 25th," right? It's sentimental to me. It just gives me kind of that warm, comforty vibe that comes with like the winter season and Christmas and holidays, the fireplace and just stuff like that. That's just how I kind of took it, resonated with it. But yeah, it's a good song. I really like what they're doing. I wasn't expecting every song to be kind of so Christmassy. I didn't really understand the titles until I'm getting into it. I don't know what Christmas EveL means. EveL. But 24 to 25, I got that after a minute. It the vocals right away too. I just knew it was going to be heartfelt and sentimental and kind of more introspective, just relaxed track in that way. And it was just kind of a sweet, cozy shift, like I said, that I applied to Christmas season, winter season. That really went from the kind of flashy start at the beginning of the title track to the warmth, the fire. That's just how I see it. It just feels like sitting by that warm fireplace while snow falls outside, like a white Christmas kind of feeling, but you're cozy in a blanket with hot chocolate. And the harmonies, don't even get me started on that when they all came together, because I could see, obviously I don't know their voices yet, but on the translated lyric page I have open, it tells me who's singing, so that's helping me figure it out. But it obviously says all, or the amount of people on it, and so there's moments where they're totally harmonizing together, and chef's kiss. It feels like a Christmas card in audio form. I feel like that's a good way to kind of describe it. It's just pure comfort to me. That's how I see it. 24 to 25, I like that. Winter Falls.
겨울이 다시 불어온다. 시간이 또 흐른 걸까?
Okay.
나만 빼고 모두 변했다. 아프도록 외로워진다. 아직 널 그리워하는 난 여전히 그때 그 자리에 남아 추억을 모두 모아 눈을 감고 떠올려보나. 해가 짧아져 밤이 더 길어. 시린 맘 위에 얼음 같은 게 녹았네. 얼었다 녹기를 반복하다 보니 미련 따위의 온기를 잃어버렸지 그래. Real life movie 막힐 듯해 숨이 그 옛날 얘기에 어색하게 다시 몸부림 어쩔 수 없대 하면서도 네 흔적에 멈추다 보니 그 생각나. Winter falls 떨어진다 눈이 그 어떤 것보다 깨끗하게 falls 아직 내게 나는 내 모든 걸 다 지워볼게. I love you love you love you 너도 그랬던 love you love you love you 다시 falls 떨어진다 눈이 떨어진다 winter I love you 이젠 괜찮아 그래 I'll be okay 이젠 됐잖아 상관없어 go away 기억 속에 너를 찾는다 그 순간부터 그때 걸어가 따뜻했던 겨울이었다 그때 전부 아름다웠다 조용한 하늘 아래 숨은 맘을 모두 비워 그댈 잊는 것보다 밀어내는 게 나마 쉬워 그래 그대가 그리운 건지 그대가 그리운 건지 도무지 알 수 없는 나의 이름 모를 미련들이 괜히 센 척을 해봐도 나만 우습게 돼 사계절이 몇 번 지나야 괜찮아질까 yeah. 아프기만 하겠구나 추억을 찾아도 나만 초라해지고 상처만 남아 떨어진다는 그 어떤 것보다 깨끗하게 falls 아직 내게 남은 이 모든 걸 다 지워볼게 I love you love you love you 나도 그랬듯 love you love you love you 다시 falls 떨어진다 우린 긴 꿈을 꾸다 일어난 것 같아 눈이 내리고 시간은 멀어진다 널 품고 있던 계절이 다시 올까 이젠 보내야 하는데 힘이 든다 Winter falls 떨어진다는 어떤 것보다 깨끗하게 falls 아직 내게 남은 모든 걸 다 지워볼게 I love you 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 다시 falls 떨어진다는 Winter falls oh Winter falls
Wow. Okay. I know we still have one more domino. I'm not gonna lie, I think that was my favorite. I feel like that one to me, I feel like that one was kind of a mix of the first and second song, of you know, Christmas Eve. Oh, I'm not saying like I overthink myself in these videos a lot, just because, you know, I try to appeal to all in that sense. But, you know, it reminds me of both songs, with Christmas EveL and 24 to 25. I feel like it has kind of that more upbeatness and, you know, playfulness in a way of like the title track, the first song, and then it kind of has the more heartfelt lyrics of 24 to 25 where it's, you know, mixed in. And so I feel like this one, just out of everything I have heard, Winter Falls, it's just is what I love most about Stray Kids. Like it just has everything I like in the group. You know, it just super emotional from the get-go. You kind of hear it in the guitar. It's just giving that kind of winter heartbreak vibe. And obviously with the lyrics, you know, as you did loved you, again it falls, the snow falls, we fall apart. Like, come on. What other way is there to take that, you know? The way the chorus just hits too, they really kind of are cinematic with this one, I would say. You know, they really paint that kind of the snow falling, and you're just thinking about, you know, someone you shouldn't miss. You know what I mean? That's just how I kind of see it, how I kind of take it. This was a good song, Winter Falls. It gives me nostalgic vibes too, like that kind of nostalgic your early life Christmas, where everything just seemed a little more magical than it is currently. You know, to me, how I kind of took it as well is just like growing up and moving on as time comes on as well, whether it be from a person or kind of that feeling. It just, you know, to me, winter kind of represents memories, or Winter Falls represents memories that feel cold and heavy. And the falling part of like the snow and whatnot is kind of letting those feelings go, but also reminiscing at the same time as the snow falls. You know what I mean? To me, if I could sum the song up in one sentence, it's to me it's like I keep thinking about you, but I have to move on. You know, it's emotional, but also like hopeful in a way. for a better chapter to come. But it also closes this chapter without clinging on to the past. And honestly, I think it's the not the yeah, I think it's my favorite. I think it's my favorite. I think it's my favorite of the bunch so far. Obviously, we still have Domino and whatnot, but yeah, what can I say? I like that one a lot, and it just resonates with me. It just resonates with me. You know, definitely very heartfelt. You can tell that it just comes from the heart straight away, just with the instrumental alone. Very well done. Domino, okay. Okay.
Got their eyes on me, hate or love, see they gon' imitate.
Okay.
Can't stop following, probably cause we always dominate. Yeah, I know, yeah, they want a piece of mind, better not hesitate. When it all comes crashing on your face, setting up my ambitions. Check them one at a time, yeah, I made it. Now it's time for ignition. I'm the start, heat it up. They follow, burning up a cherry action. Oh,
Okay.
go fire it up. Oh, no. Assemble the crowd now. Line them up on the ground. No leaving anyone behind. I'ma knock it down like domino.
Ooh.
I'ma knock it down like domino. Flicking a drop in a seat or fall down. Shaking the world, making everything crumble like black. Okay, all that's left is dust, aka the bulldozer. Right when everyone falls, they're crawling close, they can't help but follow. Eating out a single drum makes everybody LOL. Think you can outdo me, let me kick you out to somewhere else.
Okay.
I always try to do it one by one, but I know it's just a single that I'm knocking over millions. Setting up my ambitions, checking one at a time, yeah, I made it. Now it's time for ignition. I'm the sun, heat it up. They follow, burning up a chain reaction. Oh, go fire it up. Oh, no. Assemble the crowd now. Line them up on the ground. No leaving anyone behind. I'ma knock it down like domino. I'ma knock it down like domino.
I like that little rap sound. I don't know how to play it.
Just a little nudge, they think they were much. In the end, they all go falling down, they're not like us. The jealousy inside, there's envy in their eyes. Trying to hide their feelings, but they can't put up a fight.
Okay, little switch. That little domino. Okay, obviously that one was a little different from what we have heard. And obviously with the English version, I'm assuming this came from another album, another EP. I'm assuming the one, before this came out. I'm assuming this came out during winter season. I don't know the exact dates, and I don't know the timeline, obviously, of each of their albums and when they released and this and that, But with that being said, I'm just assuming this is the English version. They throw in the EP to make it, more full. Because, that one sticks out like a sore thumb. It isn't a Christmas track, but the English version of, just on the EP as a little bonus, as a little, a little one for us. They're feeding us with that. But yeah, with that one, to me, I just like, what I noticed from the get-go is that they're just kind of talking their mess, right? I feel like this, if I could guess where this is in their discography, I would guess that it's kind of like after their kind of huge rise to fame, like they became maybe not like global superstars like they are now, but maybe like kind of that transition phase into becoming that. I feel like this song is a little earlier in their discography because, like I said, I don't know exactly when this EP came out, but just the way they're talking, it just seems to me like they're confident in who they are. They kind of found their sense of self, but also found their sense of fame in the group as well. That's just how I see it because they are talking their mess. uh you know what was the line that caught me most? It was kind of around here. They follow, burning up a chain reaction, go fire, assemble the crowd now, no leaving anyone behind. It's just like, yeah, they know who they are. They know who the group is. They're confident in themselves. That's just how I take it. um you know but yeah, fun little ending to the Christmas album. It's a little sore thumb, but I'm not complaining. uh I am not complaining one bit. We're ending with energy, the energy I love from Stray Kids. You know hearing the English version before the Korean version, I'm intrigued because I like that hook and that little like sound effect where it was like rippling behind the like certain lines. Ooh, that was beautiful. I don't know, it just, they do funny little things with sound effects like that too, that I just, you don't hear in other music. Whether that be K-pop or pop or just anything in general. Like, you just don't hear stuff like that, as often as, this group seems to do it. And they sound so clean in English, obviously, as well, because the one guy I watched is 30 minutes, and so I don't know how like fluent they are in English. If they are, I mean, they sound great, so I'm assuming they have a pretty high level of knowledge in English, if not fluent. But yeah, it's impressive. It really is impressive because you have songs that I've heard, like Divine, where they have these transitional flows from Korean to English and vice versa, back and forth. And then they have straight, songs like this where they're able to just sound so great and so proper. And obviously I know it's a little different because they're they know the words and whatnot. Yeah, I understand, but like, from the videos I've seen, what I know from Stray Kids, it definitely seems like if they're not fluent, they're very confident in their English. And so yeah, the domino line, ooh, just does something to the brain. That little, I don't know how to explain that little background sound. It sounds like what's that instrument where it's like the long, like, flat keys, and then you like bang them with two things, like a xylophone or something. I haven't played that instrument since like elementary school, but it's around here, right? I think I heard it at the end. Yeah, that little like trickling sound, like, it reminds me of like playing on the thing. But yeah, this was a fantastic song and just a good closer that is true to their sound, true to themselves. But yeah, just from the start to finish, I like the ending, even though it's not in touch with Christmas and winter as much, the holiday season. It's a good ending track for the EP. So yeah, I do like this. This was a good little EP, and they be dropping music. I was looking a little bit through their discography, and yeah, you guys don't lie, they need a break. But yeah, this EP really had a mix of everything. It had that chaos you love, that warmth you love, the good harmonies you love, a little bit of heartbreaking moments, and hype all in one. Yeah, this was a good album. EP. Short and sweet, short and sweet. Um, I think my favorite song on here, though, like I said, is Winter Falls. It's just super in touch with the Christmas season. But I do like all of them in their own ways. They're all a little different, like I said, in their own ways. I feel like Winter Falls is just a combination of 24 to 25 and Christmas Evil. And so, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. But yeah, Stray Kids really, they snapped. They did their thing on this one. Every song to me, like I said, just kind of gives a different side of winter. It just does. And so yeah, there's warmth and comfort of 24 to 25. Stay with me for the 24 to 25, and a little stay double entendre. I like that. The reflective heartbreak of Winter Falls, and then just pure energy off of Domino. Great. So yeah, I like this Christmas EP. I definitely will be listening to this over the season for sure. I'm one of those people that can only listen to Christmas music during December, and that being like the last 2 weeks until like Christmas and New Year's kind of thing. But yeah, anyways, if you guys did enjoy this reaction to Christmas EveL, please do like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me grow. And if you guys haven't seen my guide video, go check it out. Or if you want to wait for the one tomorrow, I will be dropping it tomorrow. If you're seeing this the day I release this video, I'll be dropping it tomorrow. But yeah, guys, anyways, like I said, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me grow. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Doses, doses, doses.